Imagine ordering a pizza, and the dough is still in Kansas, the cheese is stuck in customs, and the driver thinks that you live in Portugal. That, my friends, is life without supply chain management. Welcome back. Coop here from Uber Freight with another foray into the fascinating world of supply chain and supply chain management. In fact, that's today's episode. What is supply chain management? If you like what you hear and you want to hear more, like this video, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you know when new videos drop. Now let's dive in. A supply chain is a network of organizations, people, and processes involved in the production, storage, and delivery of a product or service, from raw materials to final consumer. It is really everything that goes into making, warehousing, and transporting all the goods we all love and consume every day. Every product, every store, every technology, kind of everything has a supply chain. All of this is enabled because of supply chain management. And what is supply chain management? In the book, Managing the Supply Chain, the definitive guide, the authors defined supply chain as a set of approaches used to efficiently integrate suppliers, manufacturers, warehouses, and stores so that merchandise is produced and distributed at the right quantities, to the right locations, and at the right time in order to minimize system-wide costs while satisfying service. In other words, knowing how much to make, when to make it, and where to send it to maximize profit and minimize costs. What are the biggest challenges facing supply chain management? Well, there's a lot. In fact, this could be overwhelming. So today we're going to break this into 5 digestible parts. Part 1, planning. We all understand why planning complex projects is necessary, but in SCM, it is absolutely essential. This is where it all starts. Forecasting demand from item level to the truckload level, aligning budgets, staffing and technology requirements, and ensuring organizational alignment across the board, all to make sure that we don't run out of dog food the same week as a TikTok trend makes Great Danes go viral. According to Gartner, 76% of supply chain leaders say that better forecasting would have saved them money during the COVID-era disruptions. This is where technology really makes a difference. For example, companies using AI for planning see up to 20% increase in service levels and a 12% improvement in costs. Part 2, sourcing. 57% of total production costs come from raw materials and components. That's why smart sourcing saves big money. You can't sell a product if you don't have the materials. Sourcing is all about picking reliable suppliers, negotiating contracts, and ensuring quality. Part 3, manufacturing. This is where your raw stuff turns into real stuff. Efficiency here means faster lead times and fewer defects. Top-tier supply chain management enables world-class manufacturers to turn raw materials into finished goods 60% faster than their average competitor. Part 4, transportation management. This is where Uber Freight enters the chat. Transportation is not just final mile, it's every mile. The right truck at the right time on the right lane can save you thousands, if not millions of dollars. For example, one of our secret weapons, enabling truckload level forecasts. By forecasting demand at the truckload level, we can reduce empty miles, increase consolidation, and eliminate nasty surprises on your invoicing. Part 5, returns and reverse logistics. Reverse logistics handles returns, recycling, warranty management, and refurbishments. It's where sustainability meets customer satisfaction. Over 30% of all e-commerce sales result in returns. Companies with streamlined return processes see 20% higher repeat customer rates. What would happen to your quarterly goals if your transportation budget suddenly dropped by 10%, but your service levels didn't? What part of your supply chain has the least visibility today, and what would fixing that unlock for your business? Drop your answers in the comments. So what did we learn? Supply chain management is the strategic orchestration of planning, sourcing, making, moving, and returning goods. It's about the flow, data, relationships, and yes, of course, trucks. At Uber Freight, we live in the delivery phase, but we understand the entire process because that's what helps us compress rates, increase efficiency, and future-proof your logistics. So the next time someone says that supply chain is boring, Just remind them, it's the reason your coffee, your car parts, your cat food, and your toilet paper all showed up on time. Want to make your supply chain management smarter and your transportation more efficient? Let's talk.